this is Greg from Force RC. Today we're going to do an unboxing video of the Hitec X4 Pro quad charger. So this is actually an update to the original X4. It's a AC/DC charger. It's a little bit smaller form factor charger than the original. So in the box we've got the manual here. We've got the charger itself. So there's some really cool features to this charger that I haven't tried yet, but I'm really looking forward to checking out. So you've got your 4 channels, the A, C, D, and B. So A and B are actually, when you're doing DC charging on these, those will both go at 100 watts each. The C and D channels on DC charging will go at 50 watts each. However, when it's plugged in and you're on AC charging, it's a 200 watt charger. So channel A is a max of 65 watts, B is a max of 80 watts, C is a max of 35 watts, and D is a max of 20 watts. So a little bit different depending on how you want to charge it, but using it as a dual charger, you definitely get more wattage, especially if you're out at the track and you're using DC charging there. Let's see what else we got here. So you've got your XH adapter here for your LiPo batteries. And this is kind of cool. It's actually types of adapters for your different types of LiPos. So XH is the most common that I've seen, but you've also got a few of the other leads for 2S, 3S, 4S, 5, and 6S. So you have the EH, TP, and HP as well as the XH. So kind of a cool feature on that charge board. Let's see. We've also got our XT charge lead. We've got our 2-pin T-type Dean's type plug charge lead as well. Then they give you a couple of bare charge leads that you can actually just solder your own connectors onto, since many of us have our own personal preference on the type of connector that we use. Got your receiver charge lead here. This is the XT charge lead. This is actually your, misspoke on that, this is your DC power connection charge lead. And lastly in the box we have our power cable. The nice thing on the X4 Pro they updated is there's actually a power switch on this. So instead of it just turning on when you plug it in, it's kind of nice to be able to have the ability to turn it off without completely unplugging it. You've also got your PC link here is actually a micro USB port there. And then you've got a regular USB port as well. You have your cooling fans, your temperature ports for each channel. And that's about it. I mean, there's a good weight to it. It definitely has the feel of quality. Next we're going to get it powered on and see what it can do. Now we've got our X4 Pro powered on, and first you get a warning, a safety warning message every time you turn on the charger. So we'll hit enter past that, and then it's going to take us through the 4 channels. So I'll zoom in a little bit here. So we've got our 4 channels here to go through. So this is where we'll actually program each individual channel. We'll just walk through that. But the first thing I wanted to cover is One of the amazing features of this charger is it's actually Bluetooth enabled. So if you download the Hitec X4 Pro app, you can actually control this charger from your phone. So first we're going to go through and do that. So I went to the iTunes App Store and downloaded the Hitec X4 Pro. Pops right up. First time you launch it, it's actually going to ask you for the password. So the password you need to get from your charger itself. So first we'll go in to the menus, system settings, the password. Okay, so we'll enter that. The app then confirms the settings. All right, so here's the app. You can control each channel from your phone. So we'll go through that. Once you select your channel, you can then select what type of battery you're using, how many cells you've got in the battery, and then the type of charge that you'd like to do. So for this, we'll hit next. How many amps you want to charge it at. So for this particular one, we'll do it for 5 amps. Then we're going to hook up our battery. So we've got our Connexus 35C 5100 milliamp 3-cell battery. Put in our LiPo bag here. We got it hooked up. Charge leads. And we are ready to go. So go ahead and start that. And you can see on channel A, it's actually started charging. So on the app itself, this is pretty cool because you can actually see the voltage of each of the individual cells. Type of battery, number of cells, total voltage, current, capacity, even has a battery fuel gauge, as well as the charger temperature and your charge duration. So a lot of really cool features on this app. This is really one of the best features I've seen in a charger, period. So I'm pretty excited for how this works. So I'm going to turn the app off now. So I'll go ahead and I'll stop the charge. So you can see on the charger itself it's stopped, and then we'll walk through the other channels here. So I'll take the screen protector off here. And what you'll actually be able to see is it's your basic 4-button charger. We did a Connexus video on that previously on how to operate that type of charger. The only difference with this one is the first button on the left is actually your channel selector, so you can move through to all the different channels. We're going to select LiPo charge here, and I just want to show, as far as amps, your A and your B channels can actually go all the way up to 10 amps to charge, which is great. It's a lot of power if you have a bigger battery or a higher C rating on your charge rate. So I'll show that on the B as well. Back up there. Charge. Then your C channel goes up to 5 amps. as well as your D channel. So your A and your B channels are going to be the strongest, which when you're using it as a dual charger, it works great. You can charge faster if the batteries accept it. Now do look at your battery charge rates and the milliamps in your battery. If you have a 1C charge rate and say a 4500 milliamp battery, you don't want to charge it higher than a 4.5 amp charge rate. So just be careful to watch that, just as a safety warning, as well as your battery life itself, so you don't damage the battery. The other features that it does have, you can go to all your different battery types, just like your normal 4-button battery charger. Then once you get into the program, you've got fast charge, charge, storage, discharge, balance charge. So most of the time you're going to be using your charge function or your balance charge function. So again, this is a great charger. Comes in at a great price. I think it's $199.99. I'll put the link below in the description of the charger and the products that we used here. But I'm really excited to get this out to the track and try it out. Thanks for watching. If you have any comments or questions, please feel free to leave it in the comments section below. Thanks.